So, welcome everyone. So, why do we need research publication, or what other additional activities that you're performing? For that, we'll take a very simple analysis between two people, right? Now, this first person, Mr. or Mrs. A, he has been trained at XYZ Institute and he has worked on projects, but those are, standard capstone dummy projects that everybody who has free time can do. Then we have Mrs. 360, who was trained at 360 Digit MG, who's worked on real-time projects, who's attended daily project stand-up calls. They have created end-to-end data pipeline. They have experience related to deployment on-premise as well as on cloud. They have attended client calls and they have had their research papers published in international journal. So the simple question that we need to answer here is which resume will get shortlisted for interviews? And that is a rhetorical question because everybody knows the answer. So today we have Abhinav joining with us. Hello, Abhinav.
Hello. Good morning, Aditya.
Good morning. So, Abhinav, thank you so much for joining. Abhinav, why don't you start off by giving everyone a brief idea on the project that you're doing?
Yeah, so basically, my project was related to the image processing, and the project title was the pipe inventory management system. So basically, business problem that we were facing was that manual counting of the pipe was a bit time taking, and it was a error prone also. So we want to automate this task.
Okay. So, can you just walk us through the objectives, constraints, and the success criteria?
Yeah. So basically, first we have, our data source was directly from the warehouse. We were collecting the data from the warehouse itself. And then after we have processed the data, and in this way we have proceeded our project, or we can say the crisp MLQ kind of things.
Okay. So, since you were working with images and videos, you would have gone through the annotation process. So, what were some of the challenges that you faced in the annotation process?
Actually, in this whole process, annotation was the lengthiest task that we have done. So we were working on various CNN models, but annotation is a data pre-processing work. So in that we were bonding the pipes of different dimensions and the different length and sizes also. So that was a bit tricky and challenging also, because in the annotation part, in a single image, we are having around 800 to 700 pipes in a single image. So bonding all these pipes specifically or manually, it was a hectic task for us, the main challenge that we're facing in this project.
So, you have obviously overcome this problem. So, what was the algorithms that you tried after doing the annotation and pre-processing?
So we have tried various CNN models like YOLO V8, YOLO NAS, DETR, MM detections. So we have tried various models, and then we have identified uh, one of the best model, and that was the YOLO V8.
Okay. So can you just give us some idea on how YOLO V8 works?
Yeah, sure. Earlier I told that it is a CNN model. So it is a pre-trained model. So we were working on the hyperparameters like the epochs, then after the batch size, and these were the things that we were keep on changing the image size and all the other things to get the better result. So we have found that among all these different CNN models, the YOLO V8 was giving the most precise result for us, and it was most favorable.
Okay. All right. So Abhinav, you have worked on obviously on the research paper, right?
Yeah.
So what were some of the challenges that you faced while you were working on the research paper?
Yeah, the first and the foremost challenge was to collect the data, since the data source was from the CCTV image. So we need to segregate the images that are relevant to us. Then after the annotation, earlier I told you that was the most lengthy task that we have done in our project. So annotation was the biggest challenge. Then after annotation, we have prepared the data, and then we have trained the different model, and then identified that which hyperparameters we need to work upon to get the accurate result and to get the result that we want actually. So these were the challenges that come across, and then finally we find out the best model for us.
No, yeah, that's a great explanation of the process. I specifically meant while you were writing the research paper, right?
Yeah.
What were some of the challenges you faced?
Yeah, since writing the research paper means that you should have the deep knowledge for the work that you are doing. So doing the project is of course a good thing, but writing in the research paper, we have to know the other things also related to our project. Like previously, I try to research about the conventional ways also, that why we are using now YOLO V8 or the other pre-trained models instead of building their own models. So these kind of things that I come across to know about this. And while researching the different things, I have to go many of the research paper itself. So these were the challenges that I found.
And how do you think that having a research paper like this helps you from your career point of view?
The first and the foremost thing, doing a project or writing a research paper boosts your confidence. That is the foremost thing. If you are having the great confidence, of course you will be performing great anywhere. Coming to the job perspective, we all know that in the beginning itself, you well explained, Aditya, that working on a dummy project is not going to work out in this real life situation. If we are working on the real life project, then only we would actually get to know that how the industry is working and what the problem we can face during the projects. So working on a research paper or a real time project is very, very important, and I would recommend everyone to work on this. And of course, if you are working on the if you are writing the research paper, then you will get the extra marks for that in the job perspective also.
So there we have it, folks. So thank you so much, Abhinav, for giving the time of your day and guiding us through the research paper process, right?
Thank you.
So,
Yes.
so before we sign off, I would like to show a few things that we as an organization offer. We offer you real-time projects that are going to push you to your limits. You'll learn about the different phases, all the phases that are involved in the project methodology. You'll learn about different tools that are being used in the industry, like Python, Power BI, the cloud platforms, etc. You'll have the opportunity, just like Abhinav has had the opportunity, to work on research papers, which are going to be published in different international journals. And you'll have access to various free tools that can enhance your learning. So you'll have access to the mind map, the ML architect assistant, resume mapper, and animated learning. So once again, thank you so much, Abhinav, and thank you so much for everyone who has tuned in.
Thank you, Aditya, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you so much.